It's Libby Loves, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins again. It's actually the same day as me recording part 4, but, I can't stop. I definitely have an addiction. I don't think it's a problem, though, because this is a really good game. Last we, left off, Lyanna's parents died, along with everyone in Highever, sadly, and she was recruited into the Grey Wardens. They have traveled to Ostagar, which, you know, I'll say, at least I think it is, for the graphics in this game, it's pretty. I mean, it's good for the year it was made. Can't run off the edge. Yeah, it's good for the year it was made. But sadly, everyone in Highever died. We made it to, well, as far as we know, everyone in Highever died. But we made it to Ostagar. We talked to the king. He said after the battle with the Darkspawn was won, that he would take his army and go deal.
You must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Yep. Go deal with Arlhow.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Tell me about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress a long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
I don't know why you'd swing a dead cat in the first place. Is there anywhere to get supplies, or more specifically, sell supplies and buy flasks?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Yeah, why would the Circle of Magi be here?
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Where's the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
Let's ask about something else.
Go on, then.
Where's Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
Okay. I can't remember. I can't remember if Duncan told me where Alistair was. So, I'm going to ask again just for a refresher. I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Okay. I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you then.
Alright. So, Arlhow is a bastard, and he's killed, except for the soldiers, everyone in Highever that we hold near and dear to us. We're a Grey Warden now, against our will. And we're gonna explore around here.
Oh. Carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
Ooh. So yeah, this is Genlock. They are pretty. Chest. Oh crap. I'll come. You know what? Let's not explore right now. We'll come back after we've sold some stuff.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a Genlock.
There you go.
They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new darkspawn are coming from or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. There aren't any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough.
Okay. I could get stuck listening to conversations all day, so I should probably...
Hail to you.
King's personal guard.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now?
Persuade. Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
This is another one of those King Kalen wants stories to be told about him, which Lyanna doesn't really care much for. But she knows it could happen, so we'll see in the coming battle.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
Of course she knew Kalen was married. Do they fight often?
More than usual lately. Good thing the Teyrn's the only one who can speak to the king like that.
I should know.
As you wish.
Okay, so since I didn't click those options, because that's just a little bit too story breaking. I mean, she's a noble. She would know that the queen was that King Kalen was married. Her family would have been at the wedding, which is another reason I say it's absolutely. It's unbelievable that she and King Kalen have never met before. But to make a long story short, okay, I had to take a break, and I don't think I got to the point where I explained who the queen was. I think I started and then I got interrupted. So, the queen is Teyrn Loghain's daughter. So, when that guy said that the king and Teyrn Loghain were arguing about the queen, they were arguing about Teyrn Loghain's daughter.
You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business.
That's really all you need to know about her. Tell me about Teyrn Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Teyrn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these darkspawn.
Is the Teyrn inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Surely you can tell me a little bit about him. I mean, again, I'm doing these more now for your benefit. It would make sense me asking these questions if I wasn't playing the Kuzland storyline. She would know who Teyrn Loghain is and about him and everything, but I want y'all to learn who Teyrn Loghain is and learn about him and everything. Surely you can tell me a little bit about him. Just a little bit. Just some juicy information, some tea, if you will.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Teyrn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Teyrn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Teyrn Loghain tells him. Without the Teyrn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
So basically what you're saying is you think Teyrn Loghain should be in charge and not King Kalen. I'd like an audience with the Teyrn, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
I'm not a Grey Warden yet.
You impressed His Majesty nonetheless. He could not contain his excitement over your meeting. Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Not my order yet. And also, this is... it's really aggravating. I know it would have been difficult for them to write a whole different set of dialogue for this storyline, but she is a noble. Tyrion Loghain should know her. We're gonna pretend like he knows her. A fascination you don't seem to share.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kaelin thinks. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Lands meet?
Of course you have. You shouldn't even have to ask that question. I mean, they do give you this right here, just in case you want to do more storyline. Like, oh no, these people have never met her because she's never been out of Highever. But Lyanna wants to be in everything. So she's been out of Highever before. She's been to the Lands meet. She definitely went to Kaelin's wedding. Went to Kaelin's wedding to keep up appearances. Because like I said in the previous video, they had a thing when they were younger. My father was the Tyrion of Highever.
The king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know.
If Kaelin has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
And if he doesn't?
Then simply pray.
Okay, so I do have to talk about Loghain's armor. The armor that he has. If you have never read the books, Tyrion Loghain took that off of an Orlesian chevalier that he killed in the first book, and it was a gray set of armor. That is the armor of the chevaliers, and they are, if I remember correctly, they are the Orlesian soldiers that ride horses into battle. They don't have lances, which is a jousting stick. That's what most people call them. The proper name is lance. They have swords, or maybe they have spears. I don't remember. But they ride horseback into battle. So Loghain took the armor off of that chevalier that he killed. I think, because I've never played this on PC without mods, I think, and I'm not moving right now because I'm talking with my hands. I need to stop doing that. I think that the mod made this, made that armor gray. If not, the PC version is different than the Xbox 360 version, because in the Xbox 360 version, that armor was silver. Silver, like, I mean, it wasn't this design, but silver like this. Silver like the knights that were fighting with us when we were trying to escape Highever.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
But what if I just go?
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
This is part of a mod, too. These are Templars, and this is the Templar armor from Dragon Age 2, and definitely does not look like that in the first game without the mod. The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
Not a Grey Warden yet. I apologize, I'll go elsewhere. So yeah, I really like that. I don't understand why the PC version would be different than the Xbox 360 version. So I'm going to say I really appreciate the fact that the person who made the mod, which I haven't told y'all the name of. It's called Improved Atmosphere, and it's on the Nexus if you play this game. But I really appreciate that they took the time to retexture or recolor that armor.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Pleased to meet you.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Will you be fighting beside the king?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
No kidding. Do you know much about the Darkspawn?
Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example?
I know the Fade is where you go when you dream.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
I've heard of that. Didn't something bad happen there?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Yeah, but the Chantry says many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
At least it's something to ponder.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Let us bow our heads and offer prayer. I do not have time to speak at present, thank you.
Her robes are a mod. Those are the cleric robes, or the Chantry robes from Dragon Age 2. Her robes are a mod. Those are the oh wait. Maybe hers aren't a mod. I don't know. I think hers are a mod from Dragon Age 2. There's Duncan.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turn Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes. Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed?
No, I just wanted to talk.
You want to talk to me? I'm not in trouble, am I?
And this is what I'm talking about. Like, his first assumption is that he's in trouble. He's an elf and I'm human. Or Lyanna's human. So, yeah. Elves don't really fare well around humans. And that's where I was saying Highever is a lot different. Not that I know of.
That's a relief. I'm one of the king's servants, which means I run messages around and make deliveries all day long. If you fall behind, you get the switch from the quartermaster. Oh, I wish I were back at the palace. There are far more places to hide. I better go. If the quartermaster sees me chatting, he'll think I'm being lazy, and that'll be my hide. But it was nice talking to someone.
Oh, okay.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the town, I hope.
No, I haven't.
If you're not from the town, what do you want? We're busy.
You don't look very busy. You're just standing there. You even told someone else to take a message to the Terran and the King when you're just standing there and you could have taken that message yourself. You don't look like other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What's an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Can I hear this old tale?
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Lathias was a claimed tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Lyanna to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Lyanna then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
And they feasted on blood and lived happily ever after. What happened to him?
Lyanna's prowess earned him the love of Morriganna, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Lyanna was grieved. He sent Morriganna away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Lyanna slew Morriganna in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day, and gave Lyanna an honored burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings even today.
That's a cool story. I actually don't think I've ever listened to it before, which is odd. What happened to his wife, Skya?
It is said that before the final battle, she returned to Lyanna and gave him a shirt of dwarven chain, along with a final night of passion. Then she was gone forever. If she lived on in Orzammar, only the dwarven folk could say for certain.
No, I've never listened to that story before. An interesting tale. Thank you for telling me.
It was an honor.
What does an Ash Warrior do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
So basically, these guys are... The only way they're different from this class is that they work with their Mabari. But they're basically berserkers. I have a Mabari hound of my own.
Then you are most fortunate. A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Well, that's cool. What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
And I'm not going to ask that question because you already heard from the first guy we talked to when we were coming into Ostagar that the dogs bite the Darkspawn, swallow the blood, get poisoned, and slowly and painfully die while also becoming very aggressive in the process. So we're just going to say I should be going.
Oh, thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Thing over here. No. We're just kind of exploring right now. This is going to be an exploring the camp episode.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from Darkspawn blood. It's terrible.
Puppies. Okay. More exploring.
Welcome,
Tranquil.
young woman.
Who are you?
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
You speak very strangely. Why is that?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
So this is kind of a two-part answer. Again, Lyanna is religious, and the Chantry most definitely does claim that magic is sinful. That it is a bad thing. But logically, the reason that people are afraid of magical talent is because magic is powerful and it's dangerous.
It is dangerous beyond its power. Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
How is one made tranquil?
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
So basically, this process wouldn't be so bad if it just stilled the magical part of a person, but it takes away their personality as well, which I think is awful. It sounds like a horrid practice.
It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role.
Let's talk about something else.
Of course. What may I assist you with?
What is enchantment exactly?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sorts of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
I should go.
Goodbye.
I'd even say goodbye weird.
That course of action is inadvisable.
Oh, okay. So it looks like he might be standing there to guard that chest, then.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn story this time tomorrow.
Oh.
Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
Huh. Davith.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What did you think I'd be?
Not a woman. Yet, here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cook this ritual up just for our benefit.
Oh, okay, so this is one of the recruits. How in the hell does he know that I'm a recruit? I've only just, like, said hi to him. And some of the things in this game just don't make any damn sense, but we're just gonna, skirt on by those. What do you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will. We'll see.
It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
You know, she wouldn't be here if she had a choice. But she's not gonna dwell on it and complain about it. I'll watch your back if you watch mine.
Oh, I'll watch your back.
Oh, Lord. Just don't get too distracted back there.
I'll try to keep my wits about me. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
I still want to know how he knew that I was a Grey Warden. Didn't say anything to him. Chest. Too much stuff. Yeah, I just want to pick it up so I can sell it. Okay. I'm going to make a cut here while I sell some stuff. And I'll be back.
Have you seen an elf running about?
Oh, wait.
Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. Oh, I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Do you need help tracking the girl down?
Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find her myself.
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand.
Let's just look at the regular goods for now.
Let me know what you'd like.
Okay. Now I'm gonna cut and sell and buy some stuff. And I'll be back. Okay, I bought some goodies. Not gonna go over it too much. I did though buy a backpack, which you can get from some merchants, and it gives you more carrying capacity, so I did. I only had 70 slots. Now I have 80. So I think each backpack, I think it goes up in count. Each time you buy a backpack, but I'm not sure. We'll see the next time I buy a backpack.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be. Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
I will, thank you.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker's eyes.
Oh, her finger!
May the chant of
What's
light
wrong
carry
with
your
her
name
finger?
to the ears of our Lord.
Oh, that's gross. I wasn't on this side either. I was over here. Oh, her finger.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
You've heard about me? I'd really like to know how, because I don't think Duncan was carrying a carrier pigeon around in his pocket.
Not a great deal. We've been waiting for your arrival, though. Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I was not aware they permitted women to join the Grey Wardens. None of those I've seen thus far have been.
Perhaps they saved the best for last.
You obviously impressed Duncan, and that's enough for me. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm curious about the joining ritual.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
Davin said we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
I'm going to do a little bit more exploring, picking up stuff, talking to people, and then I'm going to cut it because the video has gotten kind of long.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
You haven't been sentenced?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up, and I'm starving.
That's horrible. Why haven't they fed you?
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
So why are you in there?
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
If you weren't deserting, why sneak around the camp?
Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find the key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it. But it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Ew. I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Gonna get a poop key. That's gross.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He's asked for food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
I mean, you could have pondered to the person that brought you your food where the prisoner's food was. I mean, but so you missed one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm going to say it was you. Just so you know.
You sound like a coward. And an ugly person.
Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Okay. Oh, chest. More stuff to go sell to the guy. Longbow. Yeah. Definitely gonna sell that.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
Why do you say that?
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
Is it possible he has important information?
The commander who brought him here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
I'm gonna grab these chests over here and satchels and stuff that I missed. And then I'm going to go over to the area where I'm going to go talk to Alistair and then call it an end to the video.
What are you, a bunch of natural fishwives spreading gossip? So you brown your smooth clothes out of terror. We've seen nothing to suggest that the Darkspawn drag our people underground to eat them. And I want this talk about Darkspawn enslaving survivors to stop immediately. Keep your minds focused on the battle. You fight for Ferelden and for your king. Remember that.
I really encourage y'all to read the Dragon Age books because it covers that. They cover that topic in The Calling. Not gonna stop and listen to every single conversation. I mean, unless y'all want me to. If you want me to, let me know down in the comments. Oh, we're not gonna do this again, are we? If you want me to stop and listen to every conversation, let me know in the comments and I will do so. Because I don't mind listening to all the conversations, but I don't know if it's something that you guys would care to do. So, a lot of running around here. Talked to everyone. Oh, and if you guys are wondering, I'm not getting that key from him. It goes to that chest, as you can see, it's highlighted. I would love to give it to this mage or this tranquil guy right here, but I can't. There's no option to give him the key. So once you get the key, you've got the key. You can't give it to anybody. You can't give it to the Templars. You're just stuck. So it's mine now. I'll have to, and he has to not be there for me to open the chest. So I'm kind of stuck right now. But woo. A little too close. Alright. That's all for now. It's kind of long. I know we just did a lot of running around and talking to people and everything, but that's part of an RPG game. You run around and you talk to people and you get information and stuff, especially in the very beginning. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you've had a good time watching the video. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I've uploaded another video. Leave some comments down there. Anything you want. Tell me the video is crappy. Leave some comments. But I will see you next time. Bye.